So I seen so many chariots in the sky right when he was saying that. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna redo this video too, but I'm just getting everything up. Now, I was sitting on this couch as he was saying that. This dude was bugged out, man. Like, just to rerun when you run it back to you, like he was like basically having sex with his friend, his wife, in front of everybody with his wife, and his wife was explaining like it's like something happened to him one day. She was saying, and he was just bugged out. But he was he was the head of the house, so he had like a daughter, I think a son. He had his wife, and then uh, I said fast forward, he ended up coming out of it somehow. Seeing him, it was weird. But then he ended up addressing everybody, like making everybody go around as we were sitting down together, like everybody had Hebrew names, and I ended up saying mine. But I was like like when I first had came in or whatever, I told him that name, and he was like, "That's a beautiful name, brother," and I was like, "Yeah." But I wasn't even really talking. I was just letting him talk, and he was like, "Can you say, can you basically spread the message, without me having to?" He was real peaceful now, at peace, and I was like, he's like, "Of course." As soon as I was about to go, behind him was he had like this. They had like this big. We was in the living room. Behind him was this big mirror. I'm gonna have to draw this job. It wasn't a mirror. It was a window to see outside, brothers. Aki and wa aqua. When I wa aqua, Aki and wa aquatium. When I say I seen these, the most cherries I ever seen at one time in my life in the sky, and it was like they was here. It was and I was like the chariots, and everybody looked, and they went and stood. Everybody got shook, but not dismayed. It was like we felt like the end was here, or could possibly be here, and we just got to saying. Immediately, the big brother that was the head of his house, he was like lighter skinned brother. He was like Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Brakatah, and we just ran outside. I just took off outside, and as I was going down outside, man, this one is gonna be crazy, bro. As I was going down outside, man, when I say that the chariots is like they was about to come, but as I was running down, it was like on this 6-story apartment building. They had like a big apartment, and we ran downside. I said downside. We ran downstairs to go outside, and I was thinking in my head doing that. I was like, man, it's probably either the time or it probably ain't. Who cares? But they clearly here letting us know. Man, when I say it had to been like, I couldn't even put a number on how many chariots was in the sky, but it wasn't. They were packed in that one spot. So it was still a skyline. So if that could look like that to me in that one part, when they come, it's gonna be a wrap, man. It's gonna be packed. They looked how they always look, like, those little balls of fire, being white like a cloud, or these was like the pillars of fire, because it was like evening. It was like a dust type sky at that time. So it was going into evening the next day. Now, when we ran downstairs, after I thought that, I was immediately started saying, we looked up and started shouting. You could see those people down, those brothers that was like, I don't know if there was Jakes in the world, and it was everybody couldn't, it was just stuck looking up. And we was just like, when we got downstairs, it was like, oh, Long Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. We started kneeling. Sun was flashing, getting bigger, glowing, probing, you know what I'm saying? And before you know it, it was just packed. Men come out with gold suits on, but there was like still Jakes. First thing I noticed, there was a lot of them that was they were black men. It was so-called black men. So I knew these were the so-called, these were the angels, man. But they was so regular. They was Jakes, and the father was really conveying to me like they're really your brethren. I mean, it was crazy, man. But I ended up noticing one of them looked like an Edomite. And what I noticed about that part, they were serving us, because they was coming down. Angels mean messengers. So they was coming to give a message, and they was going up to everybody, but they didn't have any like color in their melon in their eyeballs. Like their eyes was glowing. Now that I think about it, and it was like, man, it was amazing, man. And it was telling everybody like, you just have to basically who was picked. It was bro. It was Akim. It was crazy, man. And one of them came up to me, but he kind of gave me the feeling like if he came up to me and touched me and everything, but I couldn't know if I was like selected or chosen or whatever. I don't know, man. But then he went past me. Not saying this dream was revealing that, but it was less about that. But he basically was showing me what was coming. And then I basically asked him like, and then he came up to me, and then a lot of the Jakes that was there were there, and it was a small remnant. But the Edomite that I noticed, he was dressed up in like this royal suit, like it's like a suit Michael Jackson would wear when he had all those pendants and gold on. It's like that, but it was from head to toe suit. And he was serving us. He was serving us, man. So that was a preview of that, and then basically they got to talking, and all of them had like no pupils. They had like white. It was crazy, man. Now I know brothers go into how they had red eyes, but fast forward, he had everything laid out on the platter of what was for us. Your wife, your nation that was you was gonna be,